Bonjour tout le monde, on est le 30 août 2022 et bienvenue à un nouvel épisode du show à Dan. Le show est-ce que moi, Dan, je partage 2 heures de mon gaming quotidien avec vous. Puis est-ce que j'ai le chat ouvert? Est-ce que j'ai fait ça comme faut? Eh oui, j'ai le chat est ici. Excellent, donc ce soir, on continue officiellement notre partie de Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy. Dès que je trouve Steam, on cherche Steam. Steam une fois. Discord, on peut fermer ça, ça sert à rien. Steam. Mais pas Teams que je veux. Non. Oui. Non. Apparemment, il est pas ouvert. Fait qu'on va aller le chercher. Steam. Là, il va falloir que je me log, là. Ça va faire... Eh, boy, hein, ça en est-tu des étapes... Apparemment, il faut que je me log pour jouer mes jeux. On pourrait préacheter Sonic Frontiers. Non. C'est parti. Guardians of the Galaxy. Play. On est rendu quoi? On est rendu au chapitre 12. On a 32 des 59 achievements. C'est pas pire quand même. As a play. Bon, on va voir si ça va fonctionner. Oh yeah! Ça fait un petit bout, fait que je me souviens qu'on était rendu à Nowhere, puis on me semble qu'on avait vu Nikki, puis on s'est sauvé, puis Adam Warlock s'était poussé. C'est déjà en train de laguer. Pam! On a un écran noir avec une souris dans le milieu. Oh, ça y est. Streaming mode on. Warning. Un petit pourcentage de gens pourraient faire l'expérience de trucs pas le fun. Si jamais vous êtes sensible à ces trucs pas le fun, veuillez consulter votre docteur avant de jouer. Continuer. Fait que j'essaie de détaxer mon ordinateur un petit peu. Avant de partir de ça aujourd'hui, j'espère que ça laggera pas trop. La dernière fois, on avait eu des petits problèmes de performance. Mais depuis, j'ai réduit la résolution de ma caméra. Comme là, vous me voyez. Je suis plus en 4K. Mais bon, ça paraît peut-être pas parce que je suis tellement petit dans les coins que...
Too wide to cross.
Maybe we can bridge the gap.
We keep saying bridge, and it's starting to sound like a made-up word.
All words are made up.
Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Damage Spirit Tree.
Gap's too big to jump.
Ah, c'est ça. Hein?
Max, I have been eager
On l'avait fait ça déjà. Il semblait que ce bout-là me disait quelque chose. J'ai aussi fait un update de ma carte graphique, ça va peut-être tout changer.
If we can find the power source, we should be able to turn it off.
Let's get looking then.
Ça va être le power source.
See that kid in the ritual thing?
I could not miss him.
You think the church did that to his head, or was the poor sucker born like that? You gotta disconnect the power, Flo.
Ah oui, c'est ça, juste le power là maintenant. En plein ça. There we go.
Peter. Let's go.
That's
We
it,
need
Peter.
to get out of here before Raker shows up.
All right, dead ahead. Let's book it. Now is not the time.
Boum! Il me semble que c'était là qu'on était rendu.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hey, il s'est pointé.
The matriarch has chosen to enact the fulfillment
Ah non!
from this station. And you shall not stop her.
She hasn't chosen anything. You've been manipulating her from the start.
She is the light, and I am merely her servant.
Kinda hard to be the light with that dark monster thingy inside of her.
Blasphemy! You may have rejected her promise, but you will believe when it returns you from death's cold clutches.
Donc là, lui.
Your pain has pushed you to a perilous precipice, old friend.
How? It can't be. I saw you die.
The form is fleeting, but the foundation remains forever. Now cease this stubborn senselessness, before it reaps a ruinous reward.
Ruinous.
Viens-tu te shooter? Bon, on peut continuer pendant qu'ils sont occupés. Uh-oh.
Now it's Nova!
They're not Nova anymore, Peter. Heads up! On the left!
Fucking snipers! Fast cowards!
We need to close this distance!
Track! Destroy! The blockhead's amping up his buddies! Zap! I love playing Zappazellan!
Make sure you don't fall off!
I got jet boots, remember?
It's like this one doesn't feel pain!
On va s'assurer qu'ils me le ressentent en masse.
Well, you're a big target, that's why! Now it's Nova!
They're not Nova anymore, Peter!
My great strength goes underutilized!
Bon, lui,
Stay away from the edges!
I will toss them to their deaths! We can leapfrog our way back onto the bridge!
Leapfrog!
Just follow my lead!
j'aime bien le vent. On ramasse les lignes. C'est moi que je suis mort la dernière fois.
We're sitting ducks! You are wrong on post counts! Gamora! The billboard!
Good call!
You find more snipers over there! You save me one!
No promises!
Okay! We gotta get to that elevator! At least the rooftops will provide some cover!
Yeah.
Make sure you don't fall off!
I got jet boots, remember? We approach the dog's tower! And we're almost halfway there! Busted open the
Shake.
Nova Core crackpot!
Way to knock some sense into him! Get ready!
Oh, il y en a un autre derrière nous.
Arachnids will tell tale of our battles here! Oh man! Back on Earth, there was this great song! Hunting and gunning on rooftops! This is kind of fun! We will need just once I'd like to cross this bridge without incident! You can thank Holy for that! gotta get to that elevator!
Gonna have to use the rooftop. Stay away from the edges.
I will toss them to their death! Stop sticking around! Just let me york and blast you!
Come on, Drax.
Go get him, Tiger! So many lousy angles to cover! That just gives us a fighting chance! What's next, Peter? Get down here! Let me shoot you! This will tell tale of our battles here! Oh man! Angela Earth ruined this great song! Yeah! Now it's Nova! They're gonna need a huge recruitment drive after this! Even what?
Come on, Gamora.
You okay? I guess Goldie survived that jump!
I swear, if Warlock kills Breaker before I get a chance. What's next, Peter?
Bon, hey, c'était long le sonner, lui.
We don't need Golden Boy's help.
Is that why you shot him?
Oh yeah, that was great. Right in the butt. Did you see the look on his face? It was all like, oh, my gilded glutes.
Regal rear, his perfect posterior, his champion cheeks.
Arrête de se moquer de son.
Let's not add to our problems.
Well, you're a big target, that's why. Okay, we gotta get to that elevator. Too bad they busted up the bridge. We approach the docks. Too close. Now it's Nova! They're gonna need a huge recruitment drive after this! Perhaps this will take care of us here! But what now?
Salut.
Running and gunning on rooftops! How many are there? It's like all of nowhere showed up! As long as they're here, they can't go through with the whatever they called it! The full floor metal! That was not the case!
Make sure you don't fall off.
Make sure those snipers don't hit you either! Appreciate the help,
Ah,
big
va
guy!
mourir.
We approach
There you
the
go.
Docks Tower! Hold on, Nikki! We're coming!
Stay away from the edges.
I will toss them to their deaths!
Oh, boom, man.
Glad that's sorted.
That's sorted. Ça renvoie dans la tasse là.
Down this whacked out soldier.
Finally! I think they're giving up.
Just in time, because we're not getting back on that bridge.
I know where we are. There's a road nearby that intersects the main bridge to Cosmos.
Where?
It should be, right below us.
Okay.
What's so special about Goldie anyway? Yeah, he's strong. But what good is strong against ridiculous, unrelenting firepower? We need to be on the other side of this thing.
We're not getting over.
Would under suffice?
Must suck to be a celestial head, just floating around the edge of the universe, a stuck toilet. And then parasites move in and build a space station. They start digging out your brains. Until a death cult evicts everybody and starts blowing up what's left of you.
I did see a floor directly below this one.
I ain't seeing no hatch or nothing. Hey, Quill, try your visor.
C'est ça que je
Perhaps
fais,
we
mais.
should summon the ship to deliver us to our destination.
Ain't no way they'd let us land anywhere near the big party. Better off fighting our way there.
Indeed. I would much rather face them with my blades.
Ok.
Part of the floor looks weak.
Good thing we got old Big Boots.
It's not the size of the boot, but the might of the one who wields it.
Donc c'est définitivement par ici. Juste
This
en dessous.
carnage brings back troubling memories of worlds I destroyed.
Always wondered, what did you
Ah
use
oui.
to do
Hey,
that?
boys, c'était
Some kind of
subtil.
mega bombs?
Rocket?
Drax, buddy, let's make a hole.
That's one way down.
The best way. Look, they're still at it.
At least our guy seems to be winning.
Ok, what now?
Groot thinks we'll be nowhere royalty once we save it. Assuming they don't blame us for the Grand Unicorn, and the brainwashing cult, and the Magus World Destroyer thing. You know what? Maybe we should avoid
Oh, je
nowhere.
vais trouver un nouveau saut pour Gamora.
Anyone see a way across?
Yeah, we can't do nothing with that sign in the way, Quill.
Sure are destroying a lot of advertising today.
Like we need another reminder to buy Calex cream.
Battle must have been tremendous. Is any of this structurally sound?
Oh, you gotta be flarking kidding me.
Don't suppose Groot knows another side route.
If I could just get to the other side, I could hack that thing and drop the bridge.
If you can get to the other side, we can get to the other side, and it wouldn't matter.
Throw me.
What?
Throw me! Just get muscles to huck me across.
Are you kidding? After the fit you threw last time?
This ain't like the last time. You all... I trust you guys.
Leave this to me!
Glad that wasn't wrong.
You are a valued member of this team. Not a tool to be thrown about.
Worried about this ritual,
Ok.
and what's really gonna
C'était un
happen.
beau moment où ce que Rocket acceptait de se faire
Gonna be
pitcher
dead
le
people
kit.
coming back, holding hands
C'était
and
pas,
wagging tails,
pas
that's
ce que je
for sure.
m'attendais.
No.
We won't have to worry about that. I know I can get through to Nikki. This is Raker's doing, not hers.
I won't give up on her either.
Nor will I.
Yeah, and neither will the Grand Unicorn.
You will regret it.
How dumb are these flartnards to even fall for this full flarkment garbage?
Magus demands adulation, trapping you with vile illusion while feeding on your soul.
I felt it in my promise too. That endless hunger.
Holy faith!
All that light isn't leading to the cortex. It is the cortex.
How could that mutt let this happen?
Looks like you'll get to ask yourself.
This
Hey,
is
le Cosmo.
Cosmo!
We've got to get down there.
Don't count him out just yet. I've seen him get out of worse scrapes.
The beast is being exposed to the promise.
No! Get away from my dog!
Take heed!
Voilà, wow, wow, wow.
We gotta keep him off, Cosmo!
Let's worry about keeping them off of us first!
Chop it down!
I guess this means there's no nowhere resistance.
Dog is not dead yet!
Maybe a nice word for later, Quill.
I was just trying to wake him up!
These deluded souls do not know when to quit!
They'll be building a statue for this! Is it me or are we barely denting this thing?
We need to focus on taking it down.
Quill! Musclehead's in trouble!
This has got. Look out!
Keep the breathing room, Groot!
There we go.
Bleeding my own blood. Tranquil! I think the big guy sees stars!
Cosmo, you gotta snap out of it!
The boot is scrambled!
Head on a swivel! I can barely catch you
Help,
here!
Quill!
Thank you, Peter Quill.
Sit tight, buddy!
Barely a flesh wound. You'll be fine.
Ils ont de la vie, eux autres, man. Ça va être long.
Mind blaster! Give Prime some time to recover!
I'm ready. Find me an opening.
My knuckles failed to crack this metallic carapace!
Then let's all take a crack at hurting this thing.
Guys, huddle up!
Ah, on va essayer de faire un. Démotiver tout le monde.
Victory will soon be ours, my friends, unless they send reinforcements.
If they do, we'll have to move like lightning. Hit them from behind. But what if they're too fast? We'll need another plan.
Hey! Every battle comes with some kind of curveball. Trying to predict where it's gonna land only makes things worse. Relax. It's easy to overthink when things get tense, but if we focus...
We can hit him hard.
Who's with me? Victory is ours!
Can't wait to take him down!
Let me in! Gamora! We gotta keep them off Cosmo! Let's worry about keeping them off of us first!
Nice to meet you!
I shall enjoy this! There goes the arm! Put him up, Gamora!
Dodge it!
Destroy! Cosmo! Talk to us here! The dog is lost in memories of the past!
Any last words?
Root! Slow him down! Why does the dog not mind blaster? I don't think he's in there no more! That's right! Get off Clark with nowhere! Holes!
Alright, one down. Ça m'a pris la grosse attaque, mais. One down.
Security's in big trouble after this! Pile your slice and dice!
You just messed with the wrong captain!
Or in this now!
Gamora!
On peut choper un bras à lui.
Ouch! That's gotta hurt!
Man, that giant robot can take a lot of pain!
Root! Oh, we gotta keep him off Cosmo! They will not touch him!
Cosmo, you gotta snap out of it!
Need your help here, buddy! Time to shred him!
Feel this?
This one's defenses are formidable! Release her at once, or face
Alright,
her
two
with
down. Oh, we go first, je peux pas de feu encore. Oh, petit chien.
What the fuck are you doing? He's one of them now.
He's our friend.
Yeah, so is Drax. And I ain't going inside this fleabag's head.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that. Hey, buddy. Are you,
Take him out before it's too late.
Wait! He's still in there. I can hear him.
I hear only barking.
Focus your mind. He's there.
Oh, fuck it, just shoot the mutts!
No!
Easy, bud. Friends, remember?
He's Peter Quill. Cosmo knows never lie.
Yeah, buddy. It's me. It's all of us.
Where is Cosmo smelled? Smell of
Nowhere.
Where else would we be? Furbrain?
His mind is addled. Or he is simply a dog.
He doesn't see us. He's still in the promise.
Cosmo, where are you? What do you see?
Blue sky and cars to chase. Cosmo is back. Doma, how you say? Home.
He's talking about Earth.
Smell of fresh grass. Feeling of dirt between paws. No psychic burden, just walkies for going. And ball for fetching.
If you missed your home planet, could you not simply return at any time?
Not a time that matter. Same reason Cartadian, not go home.
Nowhere is your home. Right here and now.
Nowhere is nothing. Dead heads, mind for scrap.
It's way more than that. This place is special.
If by met you mean I saved your bark, then yeah, we met here.
It's true. Nowhere was first place since Earth. Cosmo not feel like stray dog. First time, Cosmo forget what was lost.
This place is a haven for misfits like us. Like you. It's home. Earth is just some rock where you were born.
It's not about rock. It's about what Cosmo had on rock. Foot of bed for sleeping, belly for rubbing, color with name.
You miss being someone's property?
Cosmo not property. Belong to family. Then one day, family gone. Men in suits send Cosmo into space. Cosmo searched many dog years for those he lost. But yet...
You had owners. It sounds like they gave you up.
I lost my family too. My mom died right in front of me when I was just a kid.
Then Piotr Quill should know. Cosmo would work like dog to have family back.
If they are part of this promise, these humans are most assuredly dead. Do not be swayed by the bribe of their return as I was.
Promise is only empty until fulfillment be. Perhaps it's Cartadian who lost hope too quickly.
Come on, Cosmo, you gotta know this doesn't smell right.
On va réussir à ramener Cosmo.
Piotr Quill is right. Cosmo human have no smell.
They are wicked perversions. You must bite them with all your might.
Be gone! Cosmo not fetch your lies.
That's it, buddy. You tell him.
Nowhere is Cosmo home be. His pups, his family, will protect at all costs.
All right.
Good boy.
Should we help him? I mean, we may need him.
I am optimistic for the beast's recovery.
Cosmo's got his mission. We've got ours. Let's
Yep.
get to the cortex.
Qu'on se rende à Nikki.
You think he'll be okay?
He's got a thick coat.
All right, I still got access codes from when me and Groot were on vacation.
You mean when you quit the team?
Why do you always gotta be so... Flark! Attacking Scratch Snatchers! Gah!
Cosmo changed the codes.
I guess so.
All right, people. Let's find another way through.
Perhaps you entered the code incorrectly. I have made the same mistake.
With those sausage fingers? Of course you have. These nimble digits don't make mistakes.
Yep. Drax, can you handle this?
An intriguing texture. I fear I will regret this.
Just don't start kicking up dust.
On dirait du fromage.
So, stolen codes, jail time. What exactly were you and Groot doing down here before?
We picked up a job from a Signog at Mantlos, while you were off looking for the mud.
What job?
The less you know, the better. The flark was that?
An earthquake?
Unlikely. We are not on Earth. Ritual must be starting soon.
Good question, bud. How do we know we can even stop something
Là,
this
comment t'appelles
powerful?
ça un earthquake sur une autre planète?
Probably a question for the
moonquake?
bug lady.
Raker said Nikki chose nowhere for the ritual, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time letting that one go.
But that means Magus chose it. Probably because of the cortex and how it can provide instant access to all believers everywhere.
Well,
Guardian of Galaxy, Cosmo is owing bullshit here.
Hey, we've got an army of church dudes leading up to the cortex. You coming?
Yeah, Cosmo is retaining power of the spirit, where his pops are hiding. Without power, nowhere is being lost. Pops too.
Gotcha. Be careful up there, buddy.
oh shit. Tombé, faut faire attention.
Come and die on this train!
This is so weird.
Don't make this a habit!
Next round's on me. This is so gross.
Already missing the jungle!
Fix that cuckoo non-performance claw.
The sorcerer's buzzing words are persistent!
Lob it
Exact-
out, big guy.
Yeah.
Feeling really exposed!
More room to pick targets!
Slash him to push down that giant brain train.
They say the real valuable chunks are down there in the thalamus!
Really starting to take me up like the
Kill
mountain.
this guy! Target's wide open!
All right.
Come and die on this train!
This is so weird.
Those mines are gonna be an issue!
My limits are
That
being
Kukunova
tested!
Corps soldier keeps deploying floaters!
I say time for a little crowd control! Take him out!
Chop up, Gamora.
Order out!
I am not accustomed to go.
This is so gross.
Already missing the jungle!
Work for that fancy pants Nova
Maybe
Corps,
tomorrow, eh?
I swear.
I agree. The electric-wielding Corpsman must perish next.
Je l'ai trop frappé.
I see it! Breach the shield! Good work, you two! I don't think we need to worry about those mines!
C'est pas si pire que ça. Ils ont juste 20 PV, c'est juste long.
Gross.
That's a lot of brain powder.
Yeah, that stuff will turn your airway to sludge. Gray lung.
I think I've got my mask.
Oh, that won't help. Them particles are so fine, they're already seeping right in. Probably already got the gray lung.
Drax, little help, Bo.
Readily.
Mind lifting that up? Here's good.
I am on my way.
Ah, tabarnane. Il y a un gros trou dans le
I'm
milieu.
surprised Thanos never tried to take notice of the Soul Sisters anymore.
Don't ever underestimate the Collector's political power. He's got something to bribe everyone.
The church accepts no bribes. They seek the
Careful, this place is practically falling apart.
Ok, attends, je me fais pas tirer dessus, c'est correct.
Like this soon.
It'll get back on its feet.
Giant head does not have feet.
It used to.
Super drill punch. Ça me semble comme un bon upgrade.
Doing, done. Oof, got a crick in my back because of that.
They just up.
Peter Quill. Je les ai toutes. 3. Alright, fait que je les ai toutes unlockées maintenant, right? C'est ce que ça veut dire? Ben ouais, toi. Il y a juste Groot qui il manque son habileté finale, j'ai vu qu'il va l'unlocker dans le
Then left all
storyline
this
comme tout le
once they
monde.
discovered the cortex?
If by up and left you mean that mutt went barking mad and booted everyone out, then yup.
Not surprising. Imagine that thing falling into the wrong hands.
Hey, Groot, think you can get me up there? Right about there.
This seems impertinent to the task.
I want to get a look from up high.
Scoping?
This place smells weird.
It's the brains. Goes sour if it sits too long.
It smells like metal and, I don't know, something else.
Ucrea.
What's that?
It's the waste product of a large Catapian slug.
I'm not sure slug piss is exactly what I was thinking of.
It is unmistakable.
I think you can anchor to this wall.
Seems doable. I've been thinking. Yeah, the nobodies look out for themselves, but they're also paranoid.
That's an understatement.
So maybe at the first sign of trouble, some of them jumped in their ships and got out. What do you see?
Same stuff, but higher.
Oh. Apocalypse Lord outfit.
Groot's asking if there might be tiny people living inside our heads, like nowhere.
It is a valid question. Many homes are made from wood.
Groot, don't listen to the scary man.
Alright. So I presume that's the right one.
Tremors have intensified.
That's one way of putting it.
It is an accurate statement.
Well, it don't help none. Oh, what have they done to you?
You, okay, Rocket?
No, I ain't okay. The Cortex, nowhere. What's gonna happen to this place? This filthy dump of cheap booze and shady units is the closest thing I got to a home.
This isn't the first time someone's tried to take over Nowhere, and it won't be the last. We've still got Cosmo on our side. Once we give the church the boot, he'll whip this place back into shape.
Hopefully not too good a shape. Thanks, Quill.
Genre.
Minor
Alright,
hiccup
so
we
that's
need to consider. How do we even shut down the Cortex now that it's all supercharged?
Yeah, there ain't gonna be an easy off button on that thing.
Any chance you can hack it?
We ain't talking about some junky appliance.
We'll blow it up if that's what it takes.
We're dealing with power we've never seen before. No way we'd survive that.
I will do it. While the rest of you flee, it'll be an honor.
You don't know nothing about explosives. And this is Flarkin' nowhere, man. I ain't
Ronald
blowing
Combo's sister.
Here they come! A whole lot of them! Soon to be one less!
Real sick of these skiffs bringing more news!
These Spartanards cheat!
Where is Warlock?
Hopefully he's leaving Raker with some ugly scars!
Our mighty battle shakes the very ground beneath us!
Just be careful with the stalks there, big guy!
Please! I will find new ways to kill you!
Drax is well known for his non-scientific method.
Comme il est au dernier.
Still down here, no ritual!
Hopefully that means it hasn't started.
Boom.
We can't keep getting pulled into skirmishes.
Like we have any choice. They shoot, we shoot.
Over here. Guess we're climbing brains again.
Gotta get across that gap first.
Just so you know, I'm reserving the shower indefinitely after this. All right, group, let's make a bridge of our own.
Watch out for quakes.
Man, I really hope Warlock makes it to the finish line.
No, Goldie ain't counting on us. To him, we're just a bunch of scuts soiling his fancy boots.
All
Ça semble
right,
vraiment pas
easy
comme
now.
So once we
terrain
get
le plus
Nikki,
facile.
we wait for Warlock to catch up.
And the bug lady.
Our plan requires a great many people.
Let's just take it one thing at a time. Get Nikki and stop this fulfillment thing.
How pragmatic of you.
Trying not to count my chickens before they hatch. Careful. Gets a little... Whoa, 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 whoa!
Here, do you want to do the honors?
Totally. Watch this.
Surprise, scuttfuckers! These creeps need to know what the Guardians of the Galaxy are all about!
Bringing back war memories!
Glad I sat that one out!
J'aime pas les snipers.
Final stretch, people! Everything you've got! About flocking time! Keep on planting these creeps in the ground, Drew! I am losing control! Just keep it pointed at the other team! Making short work of these cultist creeps! Zonked out weirdos deserve it! Breathing room, Drew! My guy keeps dodging my shot!
Boom.
Oh yeah! Take that, Nova Scott! Here's your chance, Gamora!
You don't stand to have
Boom.
The war! Let us show them how wars are fought! Wizard! We stand before your temple gates! Come out and die!
So glad that man's on our side right now!
Creeps are coming from
On va tirer ça en plein point blanc.
everywhere! Best to clip 'em! What is next, Peter Quill?
Once we get inside, I'm on Raker!
I got the kid! I know I can reach her!
Comme essayer de s'envoler, je sais pas trop. Wow!
This is bringing back war memories!
We will give them a battle to right the galactic war! Ha ha! Look who's flirting with the assassin! Can't be or we barely taking this thing! It is as venerable as it is hard! We must break it! We got this sucker right where we want him! You got this one!
Like a hot knife!
Watch it! They're crawling out of the woodwork!
I wasn't expecting so many of them!
Breathing room, Drew!
There has to be a way to really hurt this guy!
Prepare yourself, Steve! Don't forget, we're a team! Coordinate!
Give me a target! Cut it down!
Man, that giant robot can
Wait,
take
bam,
a
bro.
lot of pain!
Oh! I hope that felt as bad as it looked!
What's next, Peter? Show us the muscle! Face me! This trip's getting expensive! Explosive ATVs!
At least we're putting them to good use!
Save your ammo! Hit this creep with a special surprise!
Peter! Drax needs help! We see Ranger in there! He's mine!
I'll try to talk Nikki down if she's in there! Musclehead's in trouble!
Guys, what do we do about this big bot?
Branch out, dude!
There we go.
That's why I'm here.
Good riddance.
Now the true battle begins.
Everyone ready? Game face is on.
I have only one face.
Well, put it in mean mode.
Ha! Done!
What's everybody thinking?
I'm thinking if Goldie didn't finish him off already.
Keep an eye out for Nikki. We get her away from these wackos, then worry about finding Warlock, Mantis, and whoever
C'était vraiment
else.
une bâtisse, ça. C'est comme genre, c'est un cul-de-sac, c'est clair.
Everyone quiet.
What did they do to the Cortex?
Nikki!
They strapped her to their Flarkin machine, and they're making the hand direct all the galaxy's faith energy right into it.
Fulfillment has begun.
We gotta get her out of there. But how?
Free the hand, and they lose power. I count 4 cables. Let's pull them out.
My blades are being sliced into them.
Do not touch that cable unless you want to be the deadest student in the whole galaxy.
Let's unplug them one by one.
Yeah, bud, I'll be fine.
No fair! He's boosting everyone but us!
We need to get Nikki out of there before he kills her.
Ain't happening as long as all that juice is coming out of the hand.
We need to free Nikki. She must be so scared.
Is this something you identify with, Gamoras and Uberi?
Guys, huddle up!
Oh, j'ai parti ça. C'est pas voulu, mais bon, c'est pas grave.
I know! It's like they want me to keep blowing them up. And I gotta admit, every time they go splat, it paints an awfully nice picture. There's no way we lose today, Quill.
Guys! These creeps ain't gonna win against us. We're wanted men.
The assassin, rodent, and tree may well be criminals, but I have served my time.
I meant we're renegades. We roll the dice because we're not afraid. So what do you say we put those losers out there in the ground? Who's with me?
I feel
Good
sorry to be
idea.
word.
Where's the warlock? Counting the pulp out of Raker, hopefully.
I can't believe they enslaved the continuous vortex. I mean, we've all thought about it, but still.
Gonna kill Raker for using a child like this.
Her bargain fulfillment when the soul-sucking deity inside her brings Bobby back to life. Ready! Bumped out weirdos deserve it.
Peter Quill, unleash me onto these fools!
Well, we gotta
Which fool?
unplug these Dastin fangs.
Working on it!
Work faster!
That did something. Look at the hand.
All right! One down, 3 to go!
Je passe 3 fois.
What, Nikki? Can you hear us? We're gonna save you!
Your child is unresponsive, Peter Quill!
Comment je fais pour aller en haut là?
It's all lies! Feel the darkness consuming you from within!
The magnet ain't gonna let them hear you, Drax.
Why do they have to be so high up?
I bet you can use their skiffs to get up there.
Oh, that's the thing.
Guard it! Continue to converge!
I'm cutting them down as fast as I can.
Just need to unplug it 3 more times!
Also need to not get overrun.
I am Prague! Why do we not simply destroy the power sources?
You ever run through a super state jump cell? No! Today ain't the day you want to find out.
Encore que c'est en bas, c'est con.
Believe in shield them for that.
Alright. 2 sur 3. 2 sur 4 plutôt. Halfway done. Pourquoi il s'envole justement que je les pogne? Alright. Whoa. One left.
The bubble's shrinking! Groot's right! The bubble's shrunk! We can get at that last plug now!
Then let's get to it! Thanks for the pep talk, man! Don't get sloppy! We can end this!
I mean, we've all thought about it, but still!
Ah ouais, je suis en train d'y aller là. Je suis rendu. C'est parti. 4 on 4. Ah non, il a pété. J'ai comme pas réalisé. Pas besoin de passer si longtemps. Je peux rester facilement au top. Come on, Groot, c'est comme le plus fort de la gang. Ah.
Nikki! It's okay, I got you.
Why do you insist on ruining everything? If you won't join me, then just stay away.
This is why I don't have kids.
Nikki, this isn't gonna end how you think.
Says who? You? I saw what you did. You should want to take it back. I can feel the light inside me. The promise will be fulfilled.
Does she not realize her plan has been thwarted?
This... a minor setback. Isn't that right, Grand Unifier?
Oh, Warlock a été knocked down.
The cortex was meant merely to ease the burden on you, Matriarch. We shall retreat. Please, give me an excuse to kill.
Is this him? The first divine vessel?
A pale shadow to your magnificence, Matriarch.
Let him watch me do what he could not. I'll draw faith across the entire galaxy myself if I have to.
If you think you can handle...
I'll handle whatever it takes.
Nick. Damn it!
They ain't getting far. I got a tracker on Golden Boy's butt.
You what?
Yeah, I tagged him back on the bridge in case he ditched us again. We just gotta get back to the Milano.
Rocket, don't ever change.
Alright. Nowhere to run.
Tracker's online. Confirming Goldie's on the Dastan Sacro Scut.
Seatbelts, everyone, we're going in hot.
Crap. Hold on. Hold on. Got him! Alpha Hercules system, inside the Keystone Asterism.
Got it. Coordinates are in.
We're not getting away this time. Down, power down.
How the flark are we supposed to fight that?
Hell yeah! Nova Corps! The world mind must have...
Non, ils sont de leur bord.
on.
I don't think they're with the world mine anymore.
Cops flying next to pirates, merchant vessels, military. Anybody who would have fought back's already here. Playing for the wrong team. Well,
Moi, on a Chewbacca.
can't say we didn't try.
Nikki's in there somewhere. There's gotta be a way.
Yes, we overpower them with our own vastly superior fleet. Regrettably, we do not have one.
Guys, we do our best work when we're out of options. Somebody's got to have something. Rocket, anything?
What about the Ravagers? You could ask for a temporary truce.
Yondu's rotting away in the kiln thanks to me.
Could bust them out.
Jailbreak the kiln. I'd rather take my chances with the church fleet.
I'll bust them out.
Yeah, I'd bet on Gamora.
As would I.
So would I, but it doesn't matter. The rest of the Ravagers scattered during the war. Any survivors are laying low or serving time in one of a dozen backwater planets. Besides, what's a pirate without a ship? Groot, and no bad ideas.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. We're not going to the Chitauri.
That is the kind of wild card we're looking for, just not that one. The snakes would shoot us in the back.
Assuming they don't shoot us in the front.
Drax,
You have royal blood. Perhaps it is time for the Prince of Spartax to return and rally his people.
You been to Spartax lately?
I have not, but Spartoi technology is well beyond...
Spartax was sacked during the war because of its tech. You can't even land there anymore.
On dirait bien que le camel a une idée.
Gamora, thoughts?
Maybe Earth has heroes that can help us?
Those guys in the pajamas?
mighty pajamas.
Trust me, Earth hasn't caught up to everybody just yet. We need somebody with a fleet.
Of course que le camel, c'était lui qui avait sa solution depuis le début.
Hold on. What if the answer's been slobbering right in front of us this entire time?
Peter, this beast cannot operate a ship.
That's not what I'm saying. Think about it. Cammy's pretty much useless to us, but she's also useless to the church. They want people to brainwash. I bet animals aren't even on their radar.
They went after Cosmo.
Cosmo's mind is way more advanced than ours. His intelligence makes him weak to the promise, just like Rocket.
Thanks, but not an animal.
What I'm saying is we know someone with an entire beast army, and I bet Raker hasn't even looked twice at her.
How can you be certain she is not one of them?
Albender.
Guardians of the Gut!
Nope, she's good.
You do realize she still wants to flay us and feed us to her babies?
Guys, this is it. Okay, our one last long shot. We've got to find a way to apologize and make things right. Okay, we'll get her a gift. A peace offering.
I ain't going back in a cage.
No, think bigger. Way bigger. The one beast that she'd want more than any other. Drax knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, yes!
Oh, no.
Here it comes!
You know where we're going. To Maklufor! To battle the legendary Fin Fang Foom!
Do it. The 13 against all odds.
Yeah, we're totally gonna fly into that, aren't we?
They say that the rings of Maklufor perpetually rain fire down upon the godless abominations that dwell below.
I'm sure it's worse than it looks, too.
It is. Many of my people braved this same treacherous pilgrimage before me, never to return.
Hang on to something!
On une séquence de vaisseau. C'est grave. Peut-être pas. Toujours comme des morceaux qui tombent du ciel. C'est vrai que c'est dangereux, vivre là.
Show off? Hey, if you got it.
Ah, si. T'aurais dû le caler. Ah, il y a une section de vaisseau.
Stabilizers are shot! Repair systems are overloaded!
If we are destined to crash, try at least to crash into Fin Fang Foom.
Nobody's crashing!
Oh, we're crashing! These peaks are treacherous, Peter Quill!
I know! I'm doing my best!
Are you? Fear!
Stop yelling!
Fear!
Watch out!
Et là. Tu veux que je fasse?
Stabilizers are shot! Repair systems are overloaded!
If we are destined to crash, try at least to crash into Fin Fang Foom.
Nobody's crashing!
Oh, we're crashing! These peaks are treacherous. Oh!
Clark!
Just trying to slow us down!
Fear!
Stop yelling!
Watch out for the thing, Peter!
Which thing? Pretty sure she means all the things!
Peter!
Watch out for the thing! Yeah, I got it!
Oh, Scott!
Glorious!
How are you enjoying this?
I am not! I am embracing death!
We're coming down hard!
Alright, d'affaires, c'est pas pire, c'est pas pire.
Okay. Oh, a little bumpy, but we're all okay. And we're laughing. That's good.
It's perfect. This is us. This is how we park.
Well, this is how Quill parks, anyways.
We were not fated to die this day. Unless, of course, Fin Fang Foom devours us whole.
Hey, whoa, we gotta find him first.
Au moins, ils ont le sens de l'humour.
Shall we?
C'est bien ça. C'est important de rire dans la vie.
Oh, this is insane.
This is how we park, yeah. Whoa! That definitely shouldn't be sparking!
We can worry about that after we catch our dragon.
And convince Lady Hellbender
Tu as raison,
to help
Fin
us
Fang
bust
Foom,
the
c'est un
charge
dragon.
a new one.
Before setting out on our quest, let us rouse our spirits with a Catathian battle anthem.
What? Like now?
All right, let's do this.
You know what? Flark it. Let's do it. Shivering tit wishes it's cold.
That's not really how that saying goes.
You want to correct me? Or you want to find Fin Fang Foom and save the galaxy?
I want Fin Fang Foom.
And the galaxy-saving thing, I guess. Assuming Hellbender even goes for this.
Lady Hellbender will go for it.
C'est vrai que.
The legends of raining fire are true.
Any other legends we should know about?
Legends of glorious death.
Well, as long as it's glorious.
Je vais être sûr qu'on se fasse pas assommer par un gros menhir qui tombe du ciel. C'est un peu dangereux. C'est juste un glacier.
Come here to be slain by ice and rocks. There is only one noble way to die on Mach 4, like so many of my people before us.
Someone remind Drax we ain't come here to die.
No one's dying. We're taking Foom alive. We're handing him over to Lady Hellbender alive. And we're getting her to help us take on the Church's armada.
Alive,
Right,
I can.
Let's channel some of that excitement toward this rock.
I shall pretend that is the head of Fin Fang Foom.
Great! Drax just shattered the skull of the thing we're supposed to capture. Groot says he wants to take it all in. Take your time, buddy. Might be our last chance to take anything in.
Think Foom's in there? If fantasy books taught me anything, it's that dragons love to hang out inside mountains.
Groot wants to know if those books said anything about catching dragons.
I'm sure it had something to do with teamwork and trust.
He can't remember the details because he didn't read the whole thing.
I read a lot of different dragon books, okay? And there was always a mountain, and the good guys always win.
Ain't no one writing a book about us.
I think I see something up ahead.
Look, my people were here.
Didn't we see these in Drax's memories when Mantis linked us all together?
That's a lot of brave Catathians.
After Thanos raised Katath, my people were left broken, physically and mentally. Their exodus led many of them here in great numbers.
So how many of these hunters came back?
None.
They were all victims of Fin Fang Foom?
Not victims. They came for the ultimate battle. A truly glorious death.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're a part of something here?
Oh yeah, part of Foom's all-you-can-eat buffet.
Walking in the footsteps of Drax's people, out here to save the galaxy. Makes you want to believe in destiny.
I'm not trying to kill the moment or nothing, but everybody listed here was destined to be monster chow.
If we all die, we will die like proper Catathians.
If we all die, everyone dies. Magus is gonna consume everything.
Then let's catch Foom and make sure that doesn't happen.
Make sense? Quel genre de monstre est-ce qu'on va rencontrer ici? Ça a l'air d'être
Okay, T. We can't make quick work of this thing, and we got no right going after Fin Fang Foom. This is like an iced up version of Sophie! Carve him a new one!
I'm on it! Thing reminds me of... What did you call it, Rocket?
Ils ont 2 barres de PV en plus.
I'll enjoy this!
Stumpy's cousin is mean! And smelly, too!
Ignatius peace! Ha! We fight in the footsteps of so many of my people.
Alright, on a un down. Hey, on l'a vie, hein.
Careful!
Wow.
Anyone else getting major Sector 9 flashbacks?
You remember Stumpy! Get it on his back!
This is like an iced up version of Stumpy!
No mentioning Stumpy! Remember last time?
This has got my name on it! About time!
Go, Gamora.
Let's turn him over! Work for the Sector 9 one!
My great strength goes underutilized!
I got all these toys, I'm just dying for you!
Rocket! Do your thing!
We will defeat this beast! We will capture Foom! It is our destiny!
And don't forget the part about getting rich in the end!
Yes! Now bring on Fin Fang Foom!
Bon.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how much bigger and stronger and scarier is Foom gonna be than the thing we just fought?
10,000.
That's what I figured.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Whoa, get a load of them claw marks.
It's gotta be Foom's, right?
He's even bigger than his legend.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need to cross here too. Just not sure how.
Looks like there might be a ledge hiding under all those rocks on the other side.
Okay. I'm thinking this is step 1 of a multi-step solution to get across this chasm.
All right, and what are the next
So step 2 of your plan is crushing us all?
I think I see what he's up to.
Yeah, crushing us all.
It'll look better in orbit.
Easily.
What do you
Where shall
think,
I put
Groot?
it?
Why not go ask
You
him?
got this.
Certainly. Where shall I move it?
Rocket, you go ahead.
Got the wrong guy.
Gamora, you want to try something?
Really?
Fling that thing, Drax.
Easily. Where shall I put it?
My sister used to paint places like this.
Hell worlds?
Frozen landscapes.
You expect me to believe that Nebula, scourge of 100 worlds,
I could clear the rubble from that ledge, Peter Quill. I just need something to throw.
how about Quill?
Final step, Drax. If we can topple some of those rocks, we can...
Glorious!
I swear, I've never seen you in such a good mood.
Because you have never seen me on the Great Hunt before.
What about our quarantine zone mission?
Drax, I know you've been waiting for this a long time. Enjoy it, man.
Thank you, Peter Quill. I must admit that with everything that has happened, I need this.
Yeah, well... Everyone get ready. There's something up ahead.
Is it the giant dragon? No, no.
Pretty sure it sees us, whatever it is.
This is a slug.
More
Couple.
food to deal with.
Do not underestimate anything that survives.
Good advice.
What?
Everybody holding up!
I think my trigger fingers are frostbitten!
I, for one, am ready for you, Fin Fang Foom!
Yell a little louder. Maybe he'll come to us.
What do you think, Gamora?
This is how it's done!
Lousy crunch slurpers won't stop spitting at us.
Just try to keep moving! Don't let them corner you!
The rest of you should think of this as a warm-up for Fin Fang Foom! And the hunt for Fin Fang Foom
Pas space ces monstres là.
Okay,
Just out
let's
of all our
just think
weakness.
things through a moment.
Since when is that a thing we do?
What if we're too late? What if Raker finishes what he started and the ritual...
Then we're doing all of this for nothing.
Not for nothing. If our final act is to challenge Fin Fang Foom, it will be an honorable final act.
I don't do final acts.
There, see? More ominous peaks.
This planet's starting to give me the creeps. I keep thinking Foom's gonna claw us from behind.
Fin Fang Foom is a legendary beast. Legendary beasts do not claw from behind.
Maybe not, but smart ones do.
Anyone else seeing a dead body?
Another Fin Fang Foom hunter?
Most likely. Every littered corpse is a sign we are drawing closer.
Yay. Groot, you're up. Rocket, don't let me down.
Don't act. What?
I've got just
No,
the Drax
not
for
me.
this.
I must reach it somehow.
Oh!
This place has way too many caves and crevices. Probably filled with nasty surprises.
Oh, fuck off.
Fortunately for us, we travel with the nastiest of all surprises, despite its harmless appearance.
Really? He's talking about me. I'm flattered. I like you too, Drax. You know, the way you move heavy stuff, it's great.
Oh, look. They're bonding.
Isn't it cute?
Careful. That's deadly gas.
How do you know?
So here's the thing. Why don't we lure Foom into one of these gas caves? Knock him out.
Cowardly. I want full grip.
For the last time, Drax, we're not killing Fin Fang Foom. We're catching him to give the Lady Hellbender so she forgives us and hopefully helps us fight the church.
Wait. Rocket, are you neck deep in water?
We're about to stare down a legendary dragon with the fate of the entire galaxy at stake. I ain't gonna hold us up.
Wow. I'm impressed. You really conquered your fear.
Yeah, well, it ain't about me no more.
Drax, buddy, you know what to do.
Instead of giving her any chance, Lady Ace, whatever they are.
Commence avec des tentacules.
I see him, buddy. 12, more breaks.
The less I have to touch him, the better.
That thing was freaking nasty.
Oops. Alright, he's down.
Groot, loving the initiative.
Eldador Morgath, Soltath Flandergath. Galmak, Soltath
Fais-moi ça en bas, Drax.
Flandergath.
Nice! Who won't know what hit him?
You will be more resilient than a boulder, Peter Quill.
I know. I'm just trying to be positive.
Why?
I think it's a team building thing.
We require no further.
Wow! Ok, j'ai peut-être été un peu trop trigger happy. Ah non, t'es en train de tomber! Un brin trop trigger happy.
Groot, loving the initiative.
Je sais pas si je fais, je sais que j'ai plus les collectibles, je vais mettre les jeux. Je dis encore. Ok, fait que quand que je meurs, je garde mes collectibles.
Drax, give it a
Ouais,
push.
push-moi ça mon Drax.
Nice! Who won't know what hit him?
You will be more resilient than a boulder, Peter Quill.
I know. I'm just trying to be positive.
Why?
I think it's a team.
Whoa! Marking Maclu! Maclu 4, Peter Quill. You must be fair to the other Maclu.
Ok. Let's go.
Sharp! Very, very sharp! This is nothing compared to the legendary teeth and claws of Fin Fang Foom.
You know, I'm gonna be really disappointed if he doesn't live up to all the hype. Peter,
Vraiment.
look! There's smoke ahead.
Think it's Foom?
More likely it's people.
Great. Maybe they'll know where he is.
Or they'll attack us on sight. I could probably infiltrate the camp, look for weak links, make an example of the right person, bleed them out in front of their crew. The shock of it will cause confusion or maybe even surrender, and we carve through the rest.
Loving the murdering spirit, just keep in mind not everybody out there is hostile. It could just be a settlement.
That's a dangerous assumption, especially now when everything hinges on us pulling this off.
Right. And we're definitely gonna hand Raker his ass and get Nikki back. But then, afterward, we're also gonna have to find a way to get back to normal.
This is my normal, Peter. Trust me. Right now you need me in murder mode.
Just save some of it for the real bad guys. maybe dial it back to a high 7 for now.
Maybe a low 9. Come on.
High 7, c'est quasiment 8. Low 9, c'est quasiment 8. On va dire que c'est la même chose.
Boom! It's boom!
Yes!
More.
Keep going!
You fucking rock! Fast! Yeah,
So
Ominous
mine,
is right!
Here goes!
Lower. Hey, 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 hey.
That's spikes!
Good thing my skin is so resistant.
Okay, so we made it. We made it. C'était parfait. No.
Hello? We're looking for Fin Fang Foom. You seen him? Big wings, nasty teeth.
Purple shorts.
Purple shorts?
Purple shorts.
What? I heard he wears purple shorts.
Ancient legends do tell of such a thing.
See?
Il est-tu gros et vert?
That's gonna hit us!
There ain't no way through!
Follow me!
Get to a wall!
Trust me!
Yay, I've got fire now! J'ai un peu pitché du feu, j'ai un peu tiré du feu, j'ai les ai tous. Tu connais les d'autres qui ont des résistances, des weaknesses que j'ai pas.
I like this one.
Let's see those things in action.
I'm on it.
Melt that one, too. And that one.
How did you know your guns would work back there?
They've saved us 3 times already.
I mean, how did you know they'd melt that ice wall?
Oh, I...
So we could have just as easily died horribly.
I am so jealous right now, Quill.
You should be. Ugh.
Well, does it burn?
It's so... I can't jump. It's like this magic mud stuff I used to make as a kid.
There is nothing magical about mud.
You haven't been to the spa in Contraxia.
I have not.
You don't really strike me as the spa type.
Like I said, magic.
Fortune smiles upon us this day, my friends.
We just almost got crushed by a giant meteor.
Indeed. Almost.
He's got you there.
How do we get across this gunk?
Perhaps we can leap to the ledge above.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
Oh, of course not. Steady breathing is essential to an effective leap.
Good thing that rock tried to murder us, or we'd have never got Quill's sweet new power. Maybe we should almost kill you more often.
That's not how it works.
If we can find something to stand on, maybe we can walk across.
Or better facilitate our leap.
Or that.
Oh.
Step aside, mortals, and allow the Meltonator to do his mighty work.
That's a terrible name.
Huh? Got a better one?
PD Hot Guns.
No!
Captain Fireball.
It's not even a fireball. It's more like a heat block.
Captain Heat Glove.
Nope, no.
At least it ain't quite as cold in this cave.
You're the one with fur. Groot's practically naked.
Groot don't get cold, but he's a big baby in the heat. Hey, we're all flammable.
Can you give me another ride, Groot? You can stop there. Thanks.
All right. Good job, Groot. An old costume. Oh yeah, Warlord outfit.
Where'd they go?
Flark!
It might be his name. Maybe he's trying to communicate.
Please don't.
Where'd he go? See? He just wanted to.
Qu'est-ce qu'il veut?
Okay. Now we know they're all around us.
Check out these pointy trees.
Don't check them out too closely.
Groot says watch out for those plants with all the holes on top.
Macro is beautiful. Its own twisted way.
Burn, baby, burn! Nice! I ain't ever gonna get tired of that. You think Golden Boy is getting tortured right now?
More likely Warlock is torturing Raker.
Groot says those plants deserved it.
Pas par là.
Keep your eyes peeled. Smell an ambush.
Your senses when you find the thing, you smell nothing.
Keep it up.
Another plant falls to Captain Heatglove.
Nope, still not tired of it.
Nice shot, Peter.
With all these exceptional beasts, it is a wonder Lady Hellbender does not leave her home here.
Oh,
Okay, you're just killing weeds at this point.
the Stinger outfit.
Nope, still not tired of it. Those things grow in a frozen hellscape. I think they're made of sturdier stuff than that.
Combien de ces cochonneries-là? Dans une forêt, avec probablement beaucoup trop.
I imagined Foom would sense our arrival and rush to face us. I am disappointed.
Maybe he's hot.
Look, Will, it's your new best bud.
Je vais go for par exemple.
Communication has failed.
Another up there.
That's my shot.
They're fast for something so big.
You can't borrow my jet boots!
A good fight warms the blood!
Or you could try a sweater!
Looks like they've evolved to survive these conditions.
Their hide shall make an excellent coat!
Drax! Shut him down! When to go home! Get it?
I don't think they're listening. It'll be a slice.
No doubt these beasts serve as sustenance for food!
As long as we ain't what feeds them!
Oh, y'en a un autre.
Find another snack, buddy!
Or perhaps you would prefer the whole meal! Incoming!
They remind me of the abominable snowman!
They're about to be snowhorses.
Well, unleash me onto these fools!
As you wish.
Looks like they've evolved to survive these conditions.
This battle was...
Next time we hunt monsters on a tropical paradise!
Move fast!
Ow.
Will, want to see some fireworks?
They're fast for something
Come on.
Off you get, big guy! Oh, thanks, buddy!
What is next, Peter Quill?
I'm ready.
Ok, on se lance sur le bord. Parce que je suis sur le bord de crever. Hein.
I know! It's like they want me to keep blowing them up. And I gotta admit, every time they go splat, it paints an awfully nice picture. There's no way we lose today, Quill.
Guys! I don't know if you noticed yet, but this galaxy needs saving.
I thought that's what we were doing.
We may not be the biggest, the smartest, or even the most powerful warriors around, but just like David facing Goliath, we can win. Who's with me?
We are!
Seriously, Peter?
Great.
They remind me of the abominable snowman!
They're
City
about
group,
to be
huh?
snow corpses. Looks like they've evolved to survive these conditions.
Next time we hunt monsters on a tropical paradise!
They're fast for something so big.
You can't borrow my jet boots!
Bam!
Okay, I'm done playing with the snow monkeys.
Wendigo.
Is that really what we're calling them?
Hey, they're the ones who keep yelling Wendigo.
Fair enough. See?
Maybe Hellbender will want to add some of those Wendigo to her army.
Assuming they don't hold a grudge.
Hey, they started it.
Whoa!
So much for not holding a grudge.
What do you think, Will? They still just trying to communicate!
They just herd us into their zoo?
Looks more like a dinner plate.
Well, let's make sure we don't end up on the menu. Right in the face! Thing! I can't believe those snow monkeys got the jump on us!
Incoming attack!
Whoa! Did you see that thing?
Their visage invites punching!
Come on.
Yes! Bring me more!
Drax is on a murder raid, and I ain't complaining. Yeah, I think he holds a bit of a grudge.
Quill, watch it!
Come on, Gamora. Stuck being frozen. Doesn't look good on you.
Reminds me of our monster hunt in the prohibited area!
I think you mean the quarantine zone! My butt still hurts from
Hey, hey.
that slide!
That ain't the pain in the ass I'm worried about right now. That thing was freaking nasty!
Bon, les Wendigo en plus.
Yes! Bring me more!
Drax is on a murder raid, and I ain't complaining.
Alright. Je pensais que c'était le dernier quand ça faisait ça, moi.
This is a bad tactical position.
We were kind of in a hurry!
This reminds me of our monster hunt in the prohibited area!
Let's hope it doesn't end the same as that one.
Thanks, Quill! That was close!
Don't mention it!
I hope we squash some of these Clarkers
up and jump on us! Now it is I who will jump on them!
Nu vet jag cochonnerie là.
You mutilated the thing! Do it again!
Ah! Alors, c'est pas fini?
Uh-oh.
Hey, it's that Jack Clark who was hucking rocks at us.
Non, c'est un gros deux. Ça va manquer ces espèces de Yeti là. Peut-être juste lui qui s'appelle Wendigo. Wow!
My butt still hurts from that slide! Are you sure you have not been bitten on the buttock?
Il y a deux barres de bébé.
Can we kill any faster? It's fucking cold!
Tell that the man has come! Burn, baby, burn! Pizza!
Cut to pieces!
Yes! Bring me more!
No one...
You guys get a load of that wreck, yeah? See? I'm not the only one who can land in this weather! Ooh, spicy! I can't believe those snow monkeys need you on your feet, big guy!
Come on, come on.
Let's do this! Underutilized!
Last time someone got stabbed!
This reminds me of our
Bah.
monster hunt in the prohibited area! I think you mean the
Killed their
quarantine
leader. They
zone!
should leave us alone now.
Or seek revenge.
Think that wreck is the camp we saw?
Nah, this thing has been here for ages. Look, the smoke's coming from the other side of it.
About yay high.
Yay is not a unit of measurement.
Root knows what he means.
Alright, heads up. I'm gonna drop something down for you guys.
Il y en a un troisième.
Look out below!
Ha! That'll work!
You think those creatures were using this ship for shelter?
Screw 'em, they're dead.
Alright,
Here,
c'est ça.
give me a hand.
We should be ready. We don't know the source of that smoke. More hostiles.
Maybe just a nice warm fire and some cigar and spirits.
Ooh, maybe it's a barbecue.
Ça serait trop hot.
Whatever it is, it's
Peut-être que c'est un settlement qui brûle.
Smells of bodies.
Jeez. Is all this foom?
Undoubtedly.
J'aime pas ça avoir des étrangers sur sa planète.
Up ahead. Looks like there's a survivor. Who goes there?
No head. She has no head.
I believe that repulsive tentacle orb is her head.
And I can hear you with it.
Are you the only survivor?
Clearly not. Who are you, meat sacks?
We're here for foom.
Forget what I said. Yeah, I'm the only survivor. Or will be.
I take it you know where we can find him?
Sure. Digesting my men back at his roost. Big Eye's obelisk sticking out of the Caldera's frozen sea.
Don't worry, we'll take care of foom.
Sure you will, Terran. Just don't come running back here when he chases you. We've still got some things to pack up.
Are you gonna be okay?
I don't need your pity, Terran. I'll head back to Contraxia and lick my wounds.
Ooh, hey, you may not want to do that. Contraxia isn't exactly safe right now.
When is it ever?
Seriously, maybe you should just come with us.
I've been embarrassed enough today without taking help from a stranger. I can look after myself.
Well, if you hear people talking about a promise with a matriarch, just steer clear.
I'll keep that in mind.
Ok, je sais pas trop c'est qui elle,
Sorry
mais.
about your men.
Dead men collect no paychecks. Speaking of, aren't you the Mad Titan's daughter?
What of it?
Relax, I'm not looking for trouble. There was a time I'd have taken you in for the bounty.
There was a time I'd have killed you for trying.
Yeah, seems we've both got bigger problems right now.
Seems like.
Another hunt marker?
This one is unclaimed. No doubt it belonged to one of these corpses.
Guess they never got the chance to plan it.
I've appropriated it for our own use, to herald our bravery this day. It shall mark our ultimate conquest, or our glorious defeat.
Foom may be bad news, but he's nothing compared to the fight that comes next.
It shall mark our penultimate conquest.
One conquest at a time. All right, people, let's catch us a dragon.
Yes, we grow ever closer to our great destiny.
You're awful chipper, considering Foom obliterated that camp like it was nothing.
We are not nothing.
I'm with Drax.
You're less than
no
nothing.
mountain too high, no valley too low.
Literally.
Whoa! Take heed! The ice is amplifying our velocity! This is how I die! Have you lost your fucking mind?
Come on! If you forget it's incredibly dangerous, it's actually kind of fun!
Let's meet our deaths we've used!
Ouch. Sauf que ça break sec.
Well, that takes care of the getting down part.
I don't even want to think about how we're gonna get back up. Or how we're gonna get Foom up there.
Look on the bright side. We may be dead.
Back on Earth, people would use dog sleds.
J'ai eu une notification qui m'a kické du jeu, mais le jeu a pas crashé.
People would use dog sleds. A whole line of huskies pulling a sled across.
En 30 secondes, c'est ce que j'ai eu peur. Encore un crash?
Get any colder.
Non, non.
You know, it's days
Les
like
performances
these
sont très
I'm
bonnes
glad I
aujourd'hui, fait
installed
que
seat warmers
d'après
in the
moi, le
morning.
fait que je suis pas en train de capturer une caméra en 4K en même temps que je stream en
This must be it. The frozen sea.
1080p, ça doit grandement aider.
Here we will challenge the great beast. Finfine Foom! Come and face your death!
What are you doing? We can't get the drop on him if he knows we're here.
Also, we're not killing him, remember?
Shout with me. Here we demonstrate our mettle.
Fin Fang Boom! Your end draws near!
Nope, not his end.
Your quill. Go!
Désolé.
Fin Fang Boom, it's nap time!
Rocket, it's your turn.
Did he just say my real name?
Rocket!
Fin Fang Foom! We're gonna decomboggle your flunking scut spigots! You hear me?
Just through here. Be ready for anything.
That is technically impossible.
Peux-tu vraiment avoir un gros dragon là? C'est un gros chunk of ice, ce qu'il nous avait décrit. Puis il y a des os un petit peu partout qui sont de la bonne grosseur. Comment est-ce qu'une gang de tapons vont battre un gros foutu dragon?
Where is he?
Maybe we spooked him.
Impossible. Foom was born without fear.
You don't know that.
In the cold heart of a dying star.
Dying stars ain't cold.
It was.
You think his lair's behind that?
Let's find out.
Quand même plus petit que je pensais. Je m'attendais à voir les autres autour, je m'attendais à genre ça, la grosseur d'une montagne. Comme moi, non. Fang Fang Foom. J'ai l'impression qu'il y a une armure de glace qu'il va falloir que je fasse ronde. C'est juste une impression que j'ai. Boss fight time!
By beating him into submission.
Whoa.
Prepare yourself. Face Captain Heat.
Wow, 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 calme-toi, dude, là.
That's two! For the Bane of Ice, Peter Quill.
See? Bane of Ice isn't such a bad nickname!
Ow.
Fall underfoot!
Wow, 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 wow.
Hellbender appreciates we're going to all this trouble. Lady sure knows how to hold his blood.
Aïe, aïe.
Nice work, Peter!
Not so hot now, are you, Boo?
Bring it, you overgrown lizard!
Looks like he just did! That was too close!
Wow, 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 wow.
Get through ahead! English YouTube can refund that rock right in the Boo's face!
Je regarde le plancher, mais en même temps. Wow, 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 wow.
I can't believe we're fighting a dragon.
Too late! We must hope for another opportunity!
Rocket est down. Come on, buddy.
We definitely got his attention!
What's wrong, Boo? Feeling exposed?
Je pense que je fais pas grand dégâts.
He's taking a swing! Now it's our turn to strike!
Load up, Rocket!
Suppose we had some food as I originally suggested.
No quarantine zone, no fire, no search!
Hope this makes us square with Hellbender.
Glorious rain of fire! Take heed! The beast attacks! Ah! His own might will be his undoing! Let's hurry this up! I'm getting cold!
We're cold already!
Peut-être attaquer son autre.
You struggle in vain!
Get the point?
We definitely got his attention! It is not his attention I crave!
I can't believe we're fighting a dragon.
It is a truly momentous battle! Palm Tree, let us prepare this plan of yours!
Wow, 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 wow. Je suis en train de me faire chier dans les.
Who's been holding back?
Tabarnak. Tout le monde est ok? Oh, wow, wow.
Come on, Boom! You'll like Sector 9! What's next,
Rocket
Peter?
est down. S'en va. Edit semi-rocket. Et pète sa bombe. Wow, wow, wow.
Watch your head! Everything!
I can smell his breath already!
Ça a l'air d'être efficace le feu.
Feel free to give up, Boom.
Fool would never shame himself to surrender!
Je me cache, je sais pas.
Suppose we had so fool as I originally suggested!
No quarantine zone, no fire, no church!
I can't believe we're fighting a dragon.
It is a truly momentous battle!
Wow, wow, wow.
Bust out the smart ball.
Come on, Boom! You'll like Sector 9!
Great winds would make for invigorating flight!
Never see it coming!
The ice isn't cracking, you big baby!
Pew, 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 pew.
Rocket, blast him.
Watch out for his! Well, everything!
So much for going quietly.
What is next, Peter?
Le feu est vraiment efficace. Avec next, ouais. On dodge, puis
Feel free to give up, Boom.
Who would never shame himself
me suis pitché en bas. Wow! Quelqu'un down. Come on, Gamora.
You would do well to use her full title in her presence.
This has got my name on it.
Blitz him, Rocket!
Definitely got his attention.
What's wrong, Boom? Feeling exposed?
Incoming fire!
Pew, pew, pew! C'est vraiment juste long à date, là.
Watch out for him!
Are we even making a dent? Lashner's not dead.
Keep making it matter! That's progress!
Come on.
Thought we lost you for a second. Time to grow, Groot.
Ow.
It's heating up!
Blow him away, Rocket!
Look at those claws. Ha! Look at him struggle.
Ding ding! Round two!
Do not hold back now.
Who's been holding back?
Oops.
We definitely got his attention. It is not his attention, I grant.
I can't believe we're fighting a dragon! Rocket! Safety's off!
C'est effectivement pas grave, bébé.
Hope this makes us square with Hellbender!
It's better! We need a favor!
Out here, Will. Prime our attack.
Tabarnak, quand tu stuck. Ow!
Great wings to make for invigorating fight.
Quelqu'un qui peut respecter Rocket avant moi.
Feel
C'est
free
faire.
to give up, Boom! Thank me later! It's barely a scratch!
Yeah, and pissed.
He's about to get sloppy!
Just go get your brains burned.
Come on, Drax.
I can't believe
Believe it and shoot it. Just hurry this up. I'm getting cold. One more time. Let's knock him out cold. These are so dangerous like I am suggested. We must not fail. Quick! Before Boom figures it out!
Give it all you've got!
fight fire with fire!
Bon, on a le dragon. Boum! Phew! C'est
Yes!
juste vraiment long.
We stand triumphant. Foom has fallen.
Oh, hold on! No, wait, no! No! Lady Hellbender! Drax, stop! Guys! Wait, guys, no! Lady Hellbender, we want to...
Nobody escapes my wrath.
Floorboard. Monster Queen of Seknarf 9, you said you'd hear him out. Promised.
Speak. I hope this is the one where you make a good speech.
Ouais, ouais. On espère tous.
We screwed up. We conned you. Robbed you. Killed your baby. We can't take back what we've done. But we want to make it right.
Quill.
You murdered the Dragon Lord of Kakarantara! Ah!
Non, c'est la dernière habilité de Groot, ça.
This isn't you.
Fate has finally brought the two of us together. Lord Foom.
The final harvest begins. Dead worlds, screaming across space. We must go. Now.
Someone needs to take a stand against the church. We could really use some help.
You pay one debt, then create another.
No, though I can kind of see...
Enough. I will gather my forces.
All right, let's go.
Woohoo!
Yes! The noble Lady Hellbender shall fight alongside us this day. After we bested Foom the Invincible.
We found Drax's peanut butter and chocolate.
We are on the path to destiny, my friends.
I still can't believe we did it. We did do it, right?
We sure did, and we got Mantis back.
Somehow.
But we lost Warlock, and we'll need him to exercise the Magus once we shut down that ritual.
So we bust him out of cult prison. I've done jailbreaks before, we all have.
We still tracking him?
Oh yeah, that thing ain't coming out easy.
Il a enfoncé dans le
Then
fond
all
de
we
son
gotta do
derrière.
is get there on time and hope Lady Hellbender does too.
She will, I'm certain of it.
All right. Let's gear up, people. Tie up any loose ends. Take a pee if you have to, because we're not stopping again.
Hey, Quill.
Rocket.
Let me borrow your
Deux
tools.
points.
Why?
I need to focus. Come on.
Do not drop that.
Mantis? What happened on the Mantis after we left?
Et c'est là-dessus qu'on va finir le stream pour aujourd'hui. Fait qu'on n'a pas fini le jeu. Mais là, on s'en va clairement vers le Chapter 14, vers le Final Battle. It's the final count. Fait que peut-être la semaine prochaine. Merci beaucoup à tout le monde qui ont été avec moi ce soir. Mon nom c'est Dan, je fais partie de l'équipe de Niveau Suivant. Niveau Suivant, c'est d'abord et avant tout un marathon annuel de jeux vidéo au profit des organismes de bienfaisance du Québec. Notre marathon de cette année s'en vient à très grand pas. Il est dans un petit peu petite affaire plus qu'un mois. Puis j'aimerais bien ça, vous partager le vidéo promotionnelle qu'on a parce qu'il est prêt pour le marathon, mais il faut qu'on le fasse approuver par la fondation. Donc, ça s'en vient très prochainement. J'ai vraiment hâte parce qu'ils sont vraiment bons ces vidéos-là. Je pense que tout le monde va bien les aimer. C'est les meilleures vidéos promotionnelles qu'on a faites ever pour le marathon. Là. Fait que. Ouais, j'ai hâte. J'ai hâte qu'il soit public pour vrai. Mais ça s'en vient, bref. Fait que pour rien manquer du marathon, suivez-nous sur nos médias sociaux, incluant Facebook et Twitter qui sont juste ici. Hein. En fait, juste comme ça, là. Ici, mon green screen pour faire disparaître mon maquette graphique pour faire disparaître mon doigt. Ces deux-là. Bien entendu, si vous regardez ça sur YouTube en ce moment puis vous voulez nous voir streamer live sur Twitch, ben venez sur twitch.tv, c'est Niveau Suivant. Moi, je vais être de retour la semaine prochaine avec potentiellement la fin de Guardians of the Galaxy. Matt va être là jeudi, c'est après-demain ça. Puis d'habitude, il y a le lundi, il y a Yann qui stream Tales of Experience pas mal, mais là il était malade hier, mais il devrait être de retour lundi prochain. Puis on a toujours plein de petits streams nowhere aussi. Des fois on fait des randomizers la fin de semaine. Puis tout. Fait que pour rien manquer de ça, followez-nous sur Twitch. Comme ça, vous allez avoir une petite notification quand on est live. Puis pour toutes les nouvelles du marathon, ben comme je dis, là, tous ces sympathiques 5 liens-là vont vous donner les nouvelles du marathon. Mais surtout comme les médias sociaux puis notre site internet. Puis les streams. Quand on va finalement avoir les trucs. Donc c'est pas mal ça pour moi ce soir. J'ai l'impression que je parle vraiment pas assez quand je joue à Guardians of the Galaxy. Parce qu'il y a tout le temps plein de textes, ils sont tout le temps en train de parler, je suis tout le temps en train d'écouter, puis ils sont drôles, fait que je veux comme les écouter, fait que j'ai l'impression d'être plus plate. Mais c'est pas grave, on a quasiment fini le jeu. Après ça, on va faire des choses auxquelles je vais parler plus. Là. Je vais peut-être faire un randomizer 2 dans les semaines qui suivent. Je vais commencer à préparer des choses pour le marathon. Je sais pas. Donc, merci beaucoup d'avoir été avec moi tout le monde. On se revoit la semaine prochaine pour la suite et potentiellement la fin. Bonne journée, bonne soirée et bonne nuit à la semaine prochaine.